Hello, good morning, Gunners, or good afternoon, even. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Gunner Talk podcast. Oh, today we are gonna talk about Arsenal versus Bayern Munich. But just give me 1 second. I see nobody's even watching. So 1 sec. I'm just posting something onto my Instagram to get some. I had a good Instagram post. A lot of people engage with, so I'm gonna try to get some of those lads into here. So I just need my little link. Keep. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me see. If I go, I need a different window. Sorry, everyone. Here we go. I need to keep this link handy. I wish it was easy to do this, but I will. Paste, done. Put that right there, a little bit smaller. Boom. Alright, we're in. Hello everyone, welcome to the Gunner Talk podcast. Today we're going to talk about Bayern Munich versus Arsenal, the second leg of this massive we are minutes away from getting the starting lineup. So I'm going to give you my pre-game thoughts. I've got to center myself here. Sorry everyone. There you go, center. So I've just got to, we're waiting for the starting lineups, and while we wait for that, I'm going to give my pre-game thoughts, my predictions, my analysis, maybe a little bit of what we can expect. I'm going to pull up the Arsenal Twitter and share the screen as soon as it gets released. Man, how's everyone doing? How's everyone feeling? I am excited, nervous. I actually have a pit in my stomach. I get like this before lots of games, but this game especially. Oh, let's go multi-stream. There you go. Massive game. This is it. You know, this is it. This is us. This is our Champions League season. If we lose here, we're out. If we go back-to-back defeats, Aston Villa and Bayern Munich, it would be a very bad week for Arsenal. I have a feeling that the boys are absolutely pumped for this and wanting to. I've got things coming. I've got messages coming in. I'm going to share my screen and show you this. It looks like the Bayern Munich lineup has already been released. And I got a message from a guy that I've been chatting with on Instagram. So I'm just going to show that right now. I haven't changed my. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, 1 sec. Let me fix that. Let's see. Display. I have to add one quick. The Bayern Munich lineup has been released already. Maybe we should just talk about it, but I really want to show the Arsenal one as well. So let me add that. Display, add new source, add source. And I want it to be the other screen. Done. Okay, and let's just. Oh, whoopsie. Delete. Okay. Sorry, everyone. This display here, settings. Yeah, we've lost it. It looks like the Arsenal lineup's come out as well. So I might have missed it. All right. We're gonna get onto some of that reaction right now. I'm literally just adding this display, and then rearranging that. Sorry, everybody. Sorry that's so difficult. Okay, well, let's see if I can actually just find it then. So Bayern versus Arsenal. Let's see if I can find these lineups. I'm not seeing it here. Doesn't look like they're out for me. Let me refresh my my timelines. Well, it looks like it's been leaked potentially, which is interesting. So, well, according to the Peak Santi shout out, we've got Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu left back. Massive news. Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Martinelli, Saka, Havertz. Oh, I've got goosebumps. Guys, I've got goosebumps. That's it, no? That's exactly what we want. For me, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Tomiyasu up top is massive, up top. Tomiyasu in the left back is massive, and that is huge. So let's see the Bayern lineup. I have an Instagram follower that sent me this. We've got Neuer in goal, Kimmich, Dyer, De Ligt, and then Mazraoui, Lima, Goretzka, Sane, Musiala. Sane starts, unfortunately. Musiala, Guerrero, Guerrero, that's mad, and Kane. Okay, yeah, so Tomiyasu against Sane is massive, and I feel really good about that. I actually feel like this was our best 11. Ryan says in the chat, yeah, that's the best starting 11, in my opinion, and I do completely agree. Man, this is gonna be something else, this game. I'm really excited about it. Predictions. What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? We have to believe that Arsenal can do it. I've been getting absolutely slated on my Instagram post, saying or being called negative, but I'm not negative. I'm just real. This is gonna be a tough game. This is gonna be a really tough game. This will be our hardest game of the season. The Allianz is an absolute beast of a venue. It's a rowdy bunch. The Munich fans are going to be very rowdy. Arsenal fans are going to have to be very loud to be heard. But I say bring it on. Here's the team news from Arsenal. Here, let's take a look at that. As it says, we'll look at that beauty, Ødegaard. Let me change my I guess, well, I can't. Can I zoom in at all? Well, anyway, I can't move my camera. Raya White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Rice, Jorginho struggled in the first leg, but I actually really feel like he has to be in there. Over Partey, of course. Partey I expect to come on. If Jorginho has a game, then he's got something else. He adds something else to Arsenal. His experience in this competition is one thing, but his experience just overall is another. He brings a level of calmness, and I think we're going to need that. I anticipate. I'd like to hear what you guys think about what you expect from this game. If you're expecting kind of a Man City-esque performance from Arsenal, as in how we played against Man City, are we going to be sitting back, trying to control and hit on the counter? Or do you expect us to play our control, possession, inverted left back? With Tomiyasu in the starting lineup, perhaps not. Or perhaps we even go to inverted right back with Ben White. GK on YouTube says, would have preferred Jesus on the wing over Martinelli. He struggles taking on outside defender. That's not a bad shout at all. And also, welcome to the stream, GK. Thanks for joining. You are, just so you know, you are my first viewer that isn't family related to comment. So thanks very much for that. Thanks for telling me what you think. Yeah, I did think that Jesus was going to start. He came on and played so well in the first leg. But I think Jesus we absolutely expect to see Jesus come on the 60th minute, depending on the scoreline. If it's 0-0 or if we're fighting, then Jesus is coming on, and hopefully he can be an impact substitute. He said, GK again says, plus Jesus work rate, he'll track back to help full back, which Kivior could have used in the first leg. Both goals came down his side. Yeah, it's correct. I do think we're stronger this game with Tomiyasu. I think that point that you make there about Jesus needing to come back and help out Kivior in the first leg is a shout, but because Tomiyasu's starting, I can see why Martinelli's there. We've got a really fast left side of the pitch, and I'm really excited about this left side. Now, on the right, let's talk about this. Mazraoui, however you say that, comes in instead of Alphonso Davies, who, of course, got his second yellow card. Accumulation means that he misses this second leg against Arsenal. So Bukayo Saka on the right, potentially we have a little bit more potential to go down that side. I love Saka. Look, he scored, so you can only say in the first leg. So you can only say so much about Bayern Munich doing a good job against him. But I will say, for the majority of the first leg, I'd say Davies got to Saka and stopped him efficiently, effectively. And so I'm really excited. Look, Mazraoui is a great player as well. And I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that that Saka's just going to run riot. But I do think that his confidence might be a little bit better. Alphonso Davies is rapid, and Saka relies a lot on his pace to get in, to beat a player, knock it past his defender, and whip in a ball or take a shot either with the right or left foot. He's so dynamic in that way. Ryan says he agrees with GK. I would say it's good to have Trossard and Jesus off the bench. Yeah, the bench is so strong with Jesus and Trossard coming on. They can be really impactful. We saw that in the first leg, getting the equaliser for us. And he says we can't have Eddie coming on, and I do agree. Eddie's a throw of the dice, man. He's a last ditch effort. I have strong opinions about Eddie Nketiah. I have strong opinions of him as a person. I really like him. I always think back to that moment in oh my gosh, the Amazon documentary, All or Nothing, where who was it that was complaining about not getting starting time, and Eddie just looks at him and is like, dude, what are you on about? Like, we're all fighting for our place here. Like, I like his attitude, but he's just not good enough as a player, in my opinion. I think that he needs to be sold this summer. So we'll see if Eddie Nketiah can do anything to give us a smile today. Sam says Zinni actually made a difference in the second half. Still a liability though. We all know what we get with Zinchenko. We get more direct attacking play with him on the left, as left back and as an inverted left back. But he is a liability, and now especially with Sane. We thought Sane could be out, but with Sane definitely in, Zinchenko would have me pooping myself, to be honest with you. So. Ryan said if we need Zinni on, then he can come on and change the game. I agree. I think this is the perfect starting lineup. I honestly feel really good about it. The only qualm I have, or not qualm, but the only worry or something to look out for is, Tomiyasu, thanks GK, it was Lokonga who was complaining about his minutes in that documentary. But back to Tomiyasu, look, he hasn't had a lot of minutes. So this is a massive game to be coming in after not playing for a really long time. So rusty potentially, and that could be a big thing. That could be a really big thing. So it will be very interesting to see how he deals with it. I would have done the same thing. I trust him. He's got legs on him. He's solid in the defense. So yeah. Now let's talk about some of our big players. Look, we know they were going to be started, but let's just talk about what we need to see from them. Declan Rice needs to have the game of his life, and he has it in his locker to do that. But Declan Rice was a bit quiet and didn't play as well. We saw him make a mistake. Granted, he was trying to recover for other people's mistakes in Bayern's first goal in the first leg, after Gabriel gave the ball away. And Declan Rice steps out to try close the pass, and they play it in behind him. I'm not blaming Declan Rice by any means, but he definitely would have learnt from that. And I expect him to be up for it. And I need him to boss that midfield. I think Arsenal need him to boss that midfield if it's going to, go the way we want it to go. GK says he's worried about our midfield with Jorginho's mobility and the press. That's totally valid. Here's a question for you then, GK. So question for you, GK. Do you see Jorginho being deeper than Rice? Because Rice has been given a lot of attacking freedom with Arteta. Arteta's Rice talks about all the time about he's learning a new role and he's learning how to score goals. So I'd be interested to know if you think, look, are we going to be relying on Jorginho on the press, or do you think actually Rice might have a bit of freedom with Jorginho in the squad to push forward a little bit? Look, we need to see Ødegaard. He needs to be a playmaker. He absolutely needs to have a great game like he did in the weekend. He needs to pull the strings. And it all comes down to Havertz, man. Havertz at CF, at centre forward, is a big deal. And he needs his shooting boots on. We've seen that he can be lethal finishing this season. We've also seen where he doubts himself. This team needs to be full of confidence and go for it. I want to see more shots than cutbacks and passes from Havertz. Shoot, man. Let's pepper that goal. GK said, Ryan says, anyone know what's going on with TNT tonight? TNT is meant to be playing the Arsenal game, but it's just City. I don't know, mate. We don't have TNT here in America, but I do know that Paramount Plus does a similar thing. They do a multi-stream, but the beginning is always the same, and then they split off. And so whether it's just City content right now, maybe they'll go into Arsenal. I don't know. GK says, Partey not being fit this season is a major blow, and definitely Ødegaard. Partey not being fit this season, major blow, and Ødegaard game having to adapt his role, drop into deep. Oh, I see. Yeah, Ødegaard has had to be a little bit deeper than I'm sure he would have liked to have been this season. But Partey coming back. Partey coming back potentially for a substitute today could be interesting. Ryan says it's finally changed. Happy for you, man. Sam says Ødegaard has to keep the forward press. Falls to Rice to cover, I reckon. CDM is a weak spot. GK says Rice struggles as being the link between the midfield and getting the ball between the lines that Jorginho does have to progress the ball. I feel that's where we lost the game against Villa. Yeah, I do agree. Jorginho has that incisive pass. He has that vision. He has the ability to play a ball over the top, just like Ødegaard does. Declan Rice, not so much. Declan Rice is more of a ball. He's more of a aggressive player, less flary, more muscly. So I think you're right. I think Rice does struggle as being the link between the midfield and the forwards. So let's see what that goes on. I am doing a watch along. I hope I'm not too delayed. Regardless, tune in. Tell me your thoughts if something big happens. And I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, just put it in the chat and you'll see my reaction to it and we'll talk about it. So my live watch along is coming up real soon. Guys, we are literally 50 minutes away from kickoff. So this is the time. This is it for Arsenal. This is a massive game. This is a huge opportunity to prove that we have what it takes to be in the Champions League and to not just be in it, but to compete. To go to the semi-final would blow everyone away. GK says, but I believe Rice will be the one to pick the ball up from defence and build up as there's no Zinchenko to invert. Spot on, mate. Absolutely spot on. I honestly love all of your takes. Let me just see, actually. I've got a feeling. Let's have a look. Anyway. So massive game. Look, this is a chance to prove ourselves. People are writing us off. I'm being realistic in saying, look, this is gonna be a tough game, and we are gonna have to absolutely be at our best in order to get anything out of this game. Sam said earlier in a comment, this could be. Oh, Ryan said, sorry, it could be a. This could be a 120-minute game. That's very. I would say that's very likely. I would say that it is likely to be a 120-minute game, or it could be. There's every chance of it going to that. So these subs are going to be massively important, and the timing of the subs is going to be really important. I will say this. You tell me if you guys agree with this. If it's going to pens, I'm taking Arsenal. With our pen record this season, I'm taking Arsenal. I think we've got it in our locker to stay calm and to win it on penalties. I couldn't do penalties. I just couldn't, man. You know what? I'll get some good reaction and some good YouTube shorts and Instagram reels if it goes to pens, because my reactions will be hilarious. But I just wouldn't be able to. I couldn't do it. Anyway, I've been live for 20 minutes. Look, I'm going to take some time right now just to eat some food. And get ready for this game, to try not hyperventilate, but to regulate my breathing, stay calm. I hope you guys like the graphics on screen. I've changed. This is just for this game. The away kit, my favorite kit that's been released in many years, is this blue and green kit, or greeny bluey kit. So I changed my graphics for that. So hopefully you guys like it. So hey, thanks very much for joining in over this pre-game chat. That's been my pre-game thoughts. Let's do a watch along. Let's do this together. Let's get behind the team. I've got a good feeling. Come on, Arsenal. Hey, everyone, thanks very much for joining. I'll see you in less than an hour for the watch-along for Bayern Munich versus Arsenal. Cannot wait. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining in. See ya.